You are listening to UIM Level 3 Ramble Series video number 9. We are back, and I'm in my new office, in our new house, and in a new city, working my new job, but taking a lunch break to make this and to get a little bit of the daily smithing XP goals that I have. And I've been wanting to make a video since I got into this office for my Ramble series because I'm getting closer and closer to dropping progress video number 10 with the 10th 99. And we'll talk about what that's going to be. But I realize that I have 8 Ramble videos, and I've always been one Ramble video behind my progress series. So today that changes. I'm going to catch up my Ramble series and be ready for progress video 10 to drop so that I can make Ramble video number 10 when the time comes and it's fitting. That way I'll always be up to date. So it's been long enough. It's taken several videos, but here we are. So as you can see, I am smithing, but bottom line is for 3 months, I have not been able to play the game as actively as I'd like, especially because I wanted to record clips and stuff on my gaming PC. Bottom line is 6 months ago, with mass tech layoffs over the last 3 years, I finally got chopped, and that was tough. We also had been in a house for 4.5 years, and the owner was going to sell it to their daughter, and the market price we were paying for rent was below market value, at least for the rental market, because we'd been living there for 4.5 years. And so they basically were like, well, we could sell this and all that. So they sold it to their daughter, which is fine. I would do the same thing if I owned the property and it was an investment property. As the daughter and son-in-law, I wouldn't have bought that house for what they're going to pay for it, and they weren't really giving them the greatest deal. So, but it was a great house for the rent we were paying. Obviously, what they're paying for it now in mortgage is far more than anything we would ever pay out there. So we ended up in a position where we needed to basically put all of our stuff in storage and then decide whether we were going to go out of state or stay in state and move north about 2 hours to some family and stay with some family. Now, that family is my wife's side of the family, so you can imagine that I would have preferred to go out of state because we live in California, and whatever your political preferences are, we can all at least admit statistically and factually, this state is ran like garbage. Literally, there's garbage and crap and so much stuff that this state is not handling well. So I'm not happy with the state. I was born and raised in the state. There's a lot of snowflakes in the state. It's a disaster. And, people know that with the mass exodus, people don't actually want people to come out of California to where they live, bringing and making the values of everything go up. And, maybe it's good if you own your house before, but, if it's almost like you're getting pushed out of where you were born and raised because other people are coming there and buying it out. And that's kind of happened also within the state, because a lot of the people who lived in the Bay Area or lived in Southern California moved up here and priced us out of paradise. And that was during the pandemic, but also far after because of remote work. So I'm not complaining because of that, but that's just kind of the reality of what set me back. And I haven't taken a 3-month break from RuneScape since before RuneScape 3 became RuneScape 3. Basically, I played Classic. I was within the first 50 players to register an account. Crazy I didn't go for a rarer name, but hey, I was a kid. And I played RuneScape all the way until 2008, when summoning released and I noticed that it was changing the combat level and people were dealing with it in the wilderness. I realized that the game was not going to be the game anymore, and I quit early. And I'm glad I did, because I missed EOC. I missed all the trade restrictions. I missed all the BS. Some people had some great times during that as younger folk, but as an old RuneScape vet boomer, that was not what I wanted to do. So I was happy. And then I've been playing old school RuneScape since its release in 2013, was a part of the petition from Sorect and Bonesaw. But yeah, that definitely, and others, but yeah, that I've been playing different accounts since then. So it is actually wild that the first real break from this game came not by choice, but I did think that afterwards I wasn't really going to be interested in playing the game, because once you've gotten away from it long enough, you imagine that maybe you'll quit permanently. And I would log in and talk with people in the clan and stuff like that and on Discord, and I tried to do a little bit of stars and stuff like that. But because I didn't have my gaming PC and couldn't record clips the way I wanted, I didn't want to ruin the series just by forcing myself to play. And I took the space, got a new job, got us a new place, and now I have my own office and my gaming PC is back. And so I have been back for, I don't know what, like 10 days since we moved in here. So I've been playing for about 10 days, and I've gotten about almost 5.5 smithing levels. So as you can tell, I'm smithing. I'm going for 99 smithing. That is going to be the 10th 99. I have netted 13 mil GP. I started off with like 60k GP, and I made basically about 18 mil so far from 80 to 95. I spent about 4 or 5 mil on 99 crafting supplies. I do have 99 crafting stored. We'll talk about the meta and kind of the unfortunate part of that for what's next. But before I do that, 99 smithing will net me all the GP I need to do 99 construction at Mahogany Homes. I do not have the final Mahogany Homes. Let's see. I think I just need the Host Hideous Blueprints, which is 2k points. And though I am maxing, I do like to do things semi-efficiently, as efficient as possible, but I do care about collection log efficiency. So for example, I don't want to do 99 con super efficiently through 200 mil, fire making, and get no collection logs at Mahogany Homes, right? Things like that. And then, after max, go do that. I'd rather get as much stuff as I can while I'm leveling it up. And then that way, when I'm maxed, I can do whatever is most efficient and what I want to do. So basically, I should finish Mahogany Homes by collection log by 90 construction. And that means construction will obviously be after smithing. With 99 construction out of the way and having 99 con, hunter, fishing, thieving, and farming, I'm basically in the perfect position to go for 99 Herblore supplies via farm runs while also doing agility. That is going to require some post thieving to get set up for those farm runs, as well as the contracts, as well as Herblore is going to be affected by the part 2 Varlamore Herblore game for my build, because though I'm a UIM, I don't keep the potions like regular UIM, so it might actually become a best XP per hour method, but we'll see what happens. I still have some time, and yeah, once I'm 90 construction, and that's the thing, I go for these collection logs, right? Like I go for aerial fishing, for example, or forestry, or did the hunter guild. I try to green log things as I'm going along, like Guardians of the Rift on the way to 99 rune crafting. So I do think that that's the reason why I'm here doing Giant Foundry, is because I got like 4 logs last night, and I'm close to finishing the last log, the Colossal Blade, which I think is 5k rep. So I should get that today. But I've been doing mithril plate bodies pretty much the entire time, making profit. I did some testing with mithril only plates made from blast furnace, then using a Giant Foundry. That was pretty good, and that was profit. I tested with steel myth, and it is a loss of GP slowly. And then I tested with Addy mithril from Champions Guild, and that was a massive loss, but amazing XP and rep. I have thought about maybe doing that for the last few here, just to get that rep and finish it up. I'll probably do it once I get a little bit further. I think I'm at 4.3k, so I might do one more run and then do one expensive run just to finish it. But basically, I am getting close to 96 smithing, and once I'm 96 smithing and have this green logged, I'm basically going to just camp mithril plate bodies. The ticks are faster because the outfit, it's super mindless compared to Giant's Foundry, and I just enjoy it more. I like seeing the money stack up. 499 con, if I was to do Mahogany Homes all the way, and there have been some updates to make that even easier and more enjoyable, well, I only need 15.6 mil. So I'm going to definitely have the GP I need from smithing for 99 construction. The only reason I'm GP desperate is because I did 99 rune crafting as my first 99, pre the feud, pre Magpie recoils. So I am pre Poison Dynamite. So I sold all that for a lot less GP, about 1/3 the GP you can get. Or it's I don't know. It's definitely 40 mil instead of 120 mil. So I don't regret that at all because I literally greenlogged everything that has to do with rune crafting. I technically could never do rune crafting again, if I don't want to, and unless I'm going for 200 mil. But that's like probably never going to happen. I'm not even going to ever say that I would ever do that because that's crazy with my life. I just can't even fathom going for 200 mil all. That's crazy. Um, Pretty cool for those who do it, but yeah, I definitely want to go for a 200 mil because I've never done one before, but we'll see. I'd rather max everything efficiently, as efficiently as possible, maybe semi-efficiently going for collection logs, and then decide what I want to do and do it efficiently then. The only problem is that the metas have changed and crafting has now become doing cranes, which is like pretty sweaty, and the rhythm has got to be timed really well. It's nowhere near as mindless as doing Mahogany Homes, or even as mindless and enjoyable as doing 18 glass with noted supplies in a quiet place near a furnace and a bank chest up north of east of the farming guild. So I really enjoy that method, and that's basically what I'm planning to do for 99 craft, as well as I can put 99 craft off till almost the end. Um, so yeah, I'm about 3 months behind my goal. My goal for the year was to also finish Smith Con and maybe agility and then work on mining. I know I'm not going to be able to finish agility because of the 3 month delay. I would have already been 99 smithing and almost 99 construction, maybe even both by this point if I didn't have the delay. So I could be working on agility and I'm almost 91. But that's not the case. So yeah, there's a little bit of delays. I also, once I have 99 smithing and 99 con, which will be video 10 and video 11, I am likely going to be doing some post master farmer thieving for seeds and setting up for contracts and all of that, because I'll have everything I need for perfect runs before I go for 99 agility. So likely in 2025, since we're getting closer and it's going to creep up on us before we know it, I will be pretty far along. I'll hit 1k EHP, which is hilarious how little that is because of how much time I've actually put in, but because a lot of these skills don't give EHP at all. Doing farm runs and agility when I'm not working. I'll be doing farm runs while I'm working because it's easy to do without it affecting work really, but I won't be doing any gains while working. So agility, for example, will only be done when I'm not working, but I'll do farm runs and continually build up for 9 at Herblore and hopefully know what we're looking at with the Varlamore Part 2. After I finish agility, it'll come down to mining, craft, and Herblore. I'm thinking that I'm probably actually just going to do stars to 99 mining. It's a little bit slow. It doesn't really give me that benefit of crafting, but it's super chill. So maybe what I'll do is I'll AFK stars and do farm runs. Or I'll AFK stars when I'm working, and I will do 3-tick 4G when I'm not to finish at 99 mining. Ideally, by the time I'm done with 99 mining, and maybe even in between con, after con before agility, I'll be 87 crafting so I can get the best XP per hour for the supplies that I have from the gens and all of that. And I'll basically just be working on crafting. Unless Herblore becomes better than crafting, then I'll do Herblore first. The other reason I would put crafting after Herblore is because of sailing, and sailing may require crafting and smithing. We'll see what happens there. Also, if sailing is a slayer method, viable slayer method that is better than cleaning finds and less tedious than multiple alts doing wilderness slayer. As a UIM, obviously, or a hardcore, it's a little bit, you can wipe or lose stuff, so it's almost not worth doing slayer unless everything else is done and everything's cleared out. But with fun weapons and JCW's vid, I definitely see that I may go for Slayer at the end. We'll see with sailing with Slayer. I don't really get the benefit of any total level world or anything. It just would be higher total levels and to quote unquote say I maxed. So we'll have to see if Slayer is worthwhile, but it can get put off until sailing and all that. If 200 mil sailing does net some Hunter and Slayer or some Slayer method for 99 without combat using cannonballs with no range XP doing sailing, and then that may be the first 200 mil on the account I'd ever go for because it would net the Slayer. But we'll see what happens. I don't even know if that's going to release. And yeah, I'm glad to be back. after 10 days, I'm almost 6 smithing levels. I definitely think I'm going to finish up smithing. I don't dislike the skill. I definitely don't like Giant's Foundry. That's for sure. Um, it's great for early game to get from like the 30s to 80. It's great for, so you can store your ice gloves and stuff for later, or for blast furnace or mithril plates. But I really enjoy mithril plate bodies. Like, it's one of those things I thought was going to be really annoying world hopping, and it isn't at all. And the alt does like nothing. It just sits there and waits. It's so chill. So yeah, in terms of lamps, sadly I just put them on Herblore right now, which is probably cringe for most level 3s that would put on Slayer. But yeah, the other thing too is quest points has changed. I believe now we are at 117 quest points. There is still 2 quests that I can turn in for Slayer XP, which I believe is Poor Sign of Interest, and then one of the RFD quests. I still have some minigame quests I might want to do, and some more combat things that I want to accomplish, to have ready in case they decide to make quests that would reward XP, reward lamps instead. So I still have some combat stuff to do, but I'm not going to do that until everything's cleared and I'm pretty much done with using all of my resources, which makes me think that maybe I would do craft for, but we'll see. We hit 1430 total level with 1 Slayer, so no Slayer crutch, which means we're somewhere like 72 or 74 levels away from everything being 99. We far exceeded and transcended past bag. We still have no combat XP, and yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about where the account direction is going and how far we are. So yeah, I've been wasting a lot of XP doing that, and that's intentional because it is far more fun to waste XP and not be distracted while trying to deal with Giant's Foundry. I didn't want to make this ramble super long. We're at about I think 17 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, let me know. I definitely have been getting a lot of questions lately because some of the videos, like my guides, are a little bit behind, or haven't made any progress videos or ramble videos or anything. I just want you guys to know that I do this out of enjoyment. I don't make videos every week. I don't update, add a bunch of series. I don't have a bunch of different series. I did update my channel to just be UIM instead of UIM level 3 in case I did ever want to expand some of the content to new series in the future that are more just UIM specific. But overall, I'm very happy with doing it the way that I am. I do believe it'll be the first UIM level 3 series, Lord willing, to be from beginning and nothing to max on YouTube, which is something I will be very actually proud of to be able to say. I know it's a niche mode. It's amazing that I have almost 1.4K subs, like just for this niche thing that I'm doing. And I make the videos, the progress video series, for my own benefit to archive like this whole process. And I make the ramble videos for the people who enjoy the ramble videos. A lot of people would never listen this long. So for those of you who do, shout out to you. I definitely appreciate it. But most of my other videos and many of my videos are just guide videos to try to help others. So I hope they have helped. I really enjoy making content and playing this game. I am not done. I am just getting started, really is what it feels like, but I am about to get into the phase of my account that will feel amazing. It'll feel like it's endgame, even though it's not. And I'm excited about that. So thanks for listening. It's been a while. Glad to be back. Glad to make this on my lunch break. And I'll see you guys in the next progress video. Peace.